The Fourth Way by P.D. Ouspensky, Chapter 1. I will give you a few more details about the ray of creation, which will explain to you what I mean when I say that the earth is a bad place in the universe. You will remember that earlier I said we should have to come to the study of the fundamental laws of the universe, and I said that the two laws we would study would be the law of 3 and the law of 7. And then I also mentioned the principle of scale. Now you have already met with this principle, and you understand that we do not study everything on the same scale. This is really the weakest point in ordinary science. Scientists try to study everything on the same scale, without understanding that it is not necessary at all. In fact, quite the opposite. For all practical purposes, we must learn to study things on different scales. We must return to the law of 3. You will remember how it was explained that everything that happens is the result of the action of 3 forces, and that 2 forces by themselves cannot produce any effect. I will try to connect this idea with the ray of creation. The Absolute is World 1, for the 3 forces in it make 1. By his own will and consciousness, the Absolute creates worlds. It is all intentional there, and each force in it occupies each place. This is incomprehensible to us. In the next world, World 3, there are the same 3 forces, only they are already divided. These 3 forces again produce worlds, of which we take 1, but this world number 6 is different from world 3, which is in contact with the Absolute, for it is already mechanical. World 6 has 3 forces from the preceding world and 3 of its own. The next world, World 12, has 3 forces from the world of the second order, 6 from the world of the third order, and 3 of its own. The next world, World 22, has 24 forces, the one after 48 forces, and the last 96 forces. And here he has a chart of all these numbers and all these worlds, and I've captured it and put it up for you to look at. These figures refer to the number of laws governing each world. The greater the number of laws, the harder it is to change anything. For instance, man lives on earth, which is under 48 laws. He himself is under many more laws, but even these 48 laws make it very difficult for him to change anything, because every little thing is governed by these laws. Fortunately, not all the laws under which man lives are obligatory for him, so he may escape from some of them. And his possibility of evolution is fundamentally connected with escaping from certain laws. By climbing the prison wall, too, a man escapes from laws. And this concludes Chapter 1.